If you want to learn how I went from this to this in a nice short video, stay tuned. When I was making my last video, which was my first, I struggled a lot trying to get the background blurry or just get myself on focus. I tried everything that the tutorials told me to get away from the camera, get away from the background, get the camera away from me. The first thing that you have to make sure of is that you are in recording mode and also that your camera is in manual mode. After this, you go to this number right in the middle, this decimal number. When you click it, this is the aperture. The lowest it goes, the more blurry it gets in the background. But one thing that you have to make sure of is that the lower you go, the brighter it gets. The good thing about this is when we go back, we can turn down the ISO, which help getting more of a high definition image the lowest you go. So here we can go down as low as 200, which is great. As long as you're under 800, you're gonna get a nice resolution image. If after adjusting the settings, the aperture, and adding some lights to your background, you're still not getting that desired background blurry, it's time to buy a new lens. And this is what I have to do. I watched like 100 YouTube tutorials, and at the end I decided for the cheapest one with the best reviews. These were the pancake lenses, specifically the 50mm 1.8 and the 24mm 2.8. Out of these two, the best one is the 50mm. This is according to the YouTubers and the reviews online. But at the end, I end up going with the 24mm 2.8, and I explained you why. The 50mm is just not convenient. The image is too cropped. In order for you just to get the proper shot, you need to be at least 7 feet away from the camera and 3 feet away from the background. That's at least 10 feet of space. And for new content creators as myself, that's just too big of a space to have. I don't have a studio that big, and I'm telling you, this is a whole room that I have as a YouTube studio, and I believe I have a nice size room, and it doesn't look good with this lens on. And just to show you how it looks, I'm gonna put it on. And this is how it looks with the 50mm 1.8 ohm. As you can see, you might think that I have changed the camera from position or I moved my seat from position, but not. This is just with the lens on. This is how cropped the image gets, and I don't like, or it's just not enough space on this studio to use it. I'm gonna try to move to my living room so I can show you how powerful this lens is. And this is how it looks with the 50mm 1.8 on the camera. Right now, I'm at the living room of my house. The camera must be a good 6 feet away from me, and the background is like 5 feet away from me. You can see the shot is pretty nice. I like how it looks. I like that it keeps me away from the background, and I didn't do anything in this shot. Like, I just grabbed something to put in the background so that it looks blurry. And I also like add a light right here. And if you're thinking why I do not record videos here, it's because I like the privacy of my small room in the back. I call it my main cave. Okay, let's go back now to my studio, okay? And we are back to the studio, but as you can see, I still have the 50mm on the camera. So let's switch back to my preferred lens, which is the 24mm 2.8. Let's go. And we are back to the 24mm 2.8, and as you can see, it's a nice wide shot. To be honest, I would like at least a 24mm frame and a 2.0 aperture. In order to get this number, you have to go up in price 3 times more expensive. This lens that I have on right now, the 24mm 2.8, is just a little over $100. My preferred lens that I would love to have is the Sigma lens, and this one costs just over $400. And this is the next lens that I want to buy, but I'm gonna put it on hold and use this one right now. I believe this one gets to the point and just do enough for me to feel happy with the results of the video. I bought these lenses in Amazon. I will leave you the link in the description. And if I were you, I will make this investment because the image, it looks so cinematic when you add that extra 1.0 of aperture, because the original lens that the cameras comes with, I think the maximum that they can go down to is 4.0, which I have the lens right here. Let me get it. This is the original lens that the camera comes with, and the maximum aperture on this lens is 4.5, which is, I'm telling you, if you want to, I'm gonna leave you my first video in the description, and you can see how it looks with this lens on, which was my first video. If you're looking for some motivation to start growing your channel, I invite you to watch my first video, which was a hard video to make because it was my first video in front of a camera. So you can see how the original lens looks like. Because let me tell you, once I added some lights on the background, it made the shot way better. So at the end, the most important thing to know what is your ideal aperture, you can check on your phone. So right now we are inside of the phone. So if we go to video, here we cannot edit that much, we cannot see the aperture option. But if we go to cinematic and then we go to this F that is in the left right here and we click it, we have the option to bring it back as low as 2.0, which is way better than the option that I have on my lens, which is 2.8. So let me show you how it looks when I get in front of the camera. And as you can see, this is how it looks from the phone. As you can see, the phone does a good job focusing me and letting the background go. Let me see if I can get a better shot right here. What do you think? Right? I guess if I would have known this, I would have started my channel doing videos with my phone, which is 4K. My camera cannot record in 4K. Let's go.